Well, let's go to the next video. Hello there, Crocky. I'm not looking at you. And now, for the final for today. Why is Sprite the black soda by King Trout? Has Sprite hijacked a culture? I myself am a Sprite drinker. Sadly, I do not hold a Sprite bottle right now. I'm holding a regular water. But I do drink Sprite once and ever so often. So let's watch it. I'm interested.
When I was a kid, my dad was working on his truck in the garage. Me and a neighbor kid were standing there watching him, and this neighbor kid just kept asking question after question after question. And I said, man, that's really annoying. He's asking some pretty dumb questions. To which my father responded, no, they're not dumb. The day you stop asking questions is the day you stop learning. With that anecdote out of the way,
Wise. Honestly, it's a wise thing to do.
today we're going to be answering a question I personally have had for most of my adult life. Why does Coca-Cola market Sprite so aggressively and almost exclusively to black people?
What?
I'm King.
What? Where did that come from? Okay, maybe I never watched a Sprite ad, but whatever.
Trout. And there's nothing you can do about that. Look, it's a trout.
Damn.
As of the time of...
By the way, wait a fucking second.
Nothing you can do about that. Look, it's a...
Is that a fucking glass Sprite bottle? My god, it's beautiful. I never saw a glass Sprite bottle. Like, I never saw it in Israel. I don't think we sell that here. We only sell the plastic ones. Like, cola glass bottles, sure. But it's not in every shop nowadays. Like, the one that's next to my house, I don't think they have it. But Sprite, I never saw that before. And is that the, like... okay, I won't be asking any more questions.
Trout.
Damn.
As of the time of filming this video, Sprite is the third highest selling soda brand in the United States of America.
Wait, I know that Sprite is owned by Coca-Cola, but is Dr. Pepper owned by Cola too? No, no, Dr. Pepper does not belong to Coca-Cola. But if it was, it would be the funniest shit ever, honestly.
In fact, last year in 2024, it overtook Pepsi itself. Today we're going deep into how Sprite became a cultural conduit, a marketing monster, and a brand that's rewriting the soda rankings as we speak. I know this is kind of a different topic from normal. I'm working on a bigger one, so I figured I'd, get this out this week, and then we'll keep going. Also, just to get this out of the way before we even begin, I am aware I'm a Caucasian man. That's fine. I'm asking...
Oh, you're back. Yes, I'm back. I never left. I never left in the first place.
the question, why does Sprite market so heavily to the black population? I'm not saying black...
You were frozen showing your mid area. What? Excuse me, what? I think I lost you. Like, oh, now I got it. It's when I was going to the personal turn. Whatever.
Black people only drink Sprite. There were like 2 Reddit threads. I hate Reddit. Everybody should know this. But there were only like 2 Reddit threads where anybody asked this question. Everybody shot them down as racist for wondering why a massive corporation markets so heavily to a specific demographic, which is just weird. So, yeah, I'm not saying black people only drink Sprite.
I didn't do a screenshot probably, but I've seen that on YouTube, so it's alright.
I'm just wondering why Coca-Cola advertises to them so aggressively when it comes to Sprite. And that's what this video is about, so stay tuned.
Sprite! How did we become the black soda? We don't know. Sprite! Back to you, Darnell.
Ooh, I do love Sprite.
So let's get the origins out of the way. The Sprite brand name itself was created in 1955 by a Houston-based man who was a distributor for Coca-Cola, who created a line of beverages of multiple different flavors that he named Sprite. His name was T.C. Bud Evans. Coca-Cola bought the rights to the brand name Sprite in 1960. They didn't care for the liquid that was inside the bottles, but they had a different idea and they wanted the brand name. The actual lemon-lime flavored beverage that's inside the bottles, labeled as Sprite to this day, was developed in West Germany in 1959 and was marketed as Fanta Clare Citron.
What does that mean?
Which is Fanta Clear Lemon in English.
Fanta Clear Lemon. Fanta Clear Lemon. Interesting, if you say so, fated one. Alright.
Did you know that Fanta was actually
Citron Lemon. Citron. Yeah, that checks out.
developed by the Nazis and invented it? Everybody knows that story. We're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Sprite. So, anyway, in 1961, Coca-Cola started putting that Fanta Clear Lemon into the green bottles we all recognize and labeling it as Sprite. This was their way of competing against 7-Up.
Damn, look at that. That bottle is gorgeous. Absolute just green cone. Also, 7-Up was before Sprite. Nice.
And it did very okay. It was always Coke's backup plan soda, kind of sitting on the sidelines. In 1982, when they released Diet Coke, that had its specific demographic for the health conscious. It's a soda. Fanta and was, lively and fun and appealed primarily to their international audience.
Speaking of Diet Coke, I have not seen a bottle of, or at least a can of Diet Coke in at least 2 years. Where did that disappear to? I know that it still exists. I think Americans has that, but I have not seen even one in Israel. There used to be a lot of that. Where did that disappear to?
Yes. Sprite was the awkward cousin, kind of hanging out. By the 1980s and early 90s, Coke's brand image kind of skewed middle America. It was familiar.
Hey Pixie, drink water. Don't worry, I do drink water. I have a bottle of water right in my hand. Oh.
Folksy, safe. Meanwhile, Pepsi was appealing to the youth. They had pop music tie-ins. Hell, they had a brand deal with Michael Jackson, where he lit himself on fire. But anyway, Pepsi was appealing to the youth, and Coke needed a way to kind of edge into that market.
By the way, Pepsi had the worst marketing stunt ever. There used to be that system of loyalty system of Pepsi points, I think it was called, where you could, when you buy a Pepsi can, you are getting those loyalty points or whatever it's called, and you can exchange those coins for a merch or whatever. And there was once a video ad of Pepsi where a guy was in all that Pepsi merch and all of that, and it was showing how much of those Pepsi points it was costing. He got to the school in a British Harrier fighter jet. And there was subtitles. A Harrier fighter jet, 700,000 Pepsi points. And there was no what it's called, notice that it is a joke, that it is for comedy purposes. Some guy took that seriously somehow managed to get enough money for those 700,000 Pepsi points, or 7 millions, I don't remember it exactly. And he went to Pepsi, gave them the points, and said, "Dude, where is my jet?" And because of that, they had a lawsuit. And Pepsi, he sued them. He said, "Dude, give me my jet. I give you the money, you give me the jet." And so during the lawsuit, Pepsi offered to the guy $1 million. He spent 700,000, a few more thousands on a lawyer, and Pepsi were offering him an entire million. He made at least 200,000 of outplaying Pepsi, trying to outplay Pepsi. But no, the dude wanted his jet. The problem is that you cannot own a fighter jet, a military aircraft, as a private face, like as a private company that has no ties to the government, or if you're not a military connected, that is owned by the government, basically. If you're a private face. So obviously he lost the lawsuit, but it was also super fucking funny. Anyway, back to Sprite.
So they were the safe, familiar brand. Meanwhile, Sprite still had no personality. Coke's marketing department realized that A, they needed to get a hold of that youth demographic, and B, Sprite was basically a blank canvas. So inspiration struck. They decided that if Sprite was going to survive and potentially thrive, it needed personality, brand loyalty, and a niche. And they decided that that niche would be young black Americans.
Okay.
By tying Sprite to the burgeoning hip-hop culture. Then in 1994, Sprite launched the Obey Your Thirst campaign.
What?
It wasn't just an ad campaign per se, but it was a brand pivot.
When we had a thirst to dance, we did it all night. When we had a thirst to rhyme, we broke out the mic.
Instead of the usual polished actors and idyllic family scenes, hanging out at the beach, having a great time, like
Damn, that... Wait.
actors and idyllic family scenes, hanging out
Damn, what a lady.
at the beach, having a great time like every other soda ad campaign had ever shown. Sprite started hiring real hip-hop artists, filming in urban settings, showing barbershops, spray paint, basketball. It was their attempt at saying, this is your soda for your world. Which sounds fucking stupid, but
Yeah.
it's a marketing campaign, and as we'll find out, it worked. In reference to this
Damn.
Obey Your Thirst campaign, when it was first launched, Coca-Cola themselves say on their website that 3 decades ago, Sprite established itself as a true challenger brand with Obey Your Thirst, a groundbreaking campaign that championed counterculture and the crossover appeal of basketball and the emerging hip-hop movement with a bold call to action to embrace your individuality and always trust your instincts. God, these people must love the smell of their own farts. I don't get that vibe off of Obey Your Thirst. It sounds so much more ominous to me. Obey Your Thirst.
Oh my god. King Trout analog horror Ven.
I'm thirsty. I'm gonna drink water. Goddamn. Artists like LL Cool J, A Tribe Called
Huh?
Quest, KRS-One, Missy Elliott, all got
Fartos.
pulled in. And eventually, over time, that roster of artists expanded, permanently tying Sprite into the evolving soundtrack of the black youth. Rap music. This was the moment that Coke was looking for to shift the perception of Sprite from bleh beverage to one tied to a cultural identity. Also, the bottle I opened earlier is Mexican Sprite.
Ah, Mexican?
I don't know what it is about that high fructose corn syrup, but It does some. Also, it's so much flatter. Like Sprite from McDonald's. I know there's all those stupid memes about it, but that carbonation where it's spicy, hits you in the nose. It's so much better than the shit.
Why is it spicy?
More of a water guy. Here's where we start talking about the corporate chess that's involved. I guess it's carbonated enough. Coca-Cola uses a marketing strategy called segmentation. They didn't try to force Sprite onto everybody. They picked a segment of the American populace they hoped they could make it stick to. Black youth, urban hip-hop culture, basketball environments, and they poured their resources there. They put up billboards in inner cities. They sponsored rap shows. They had endorsements from black athletes and artists.
LeBron James.
They put up ads in barbershops. They sponsored sneaker drops. And over time, they created in barbershops. They sponsored sneaker drops.
That's a pretty cool color, by the way. Like, if you're a kid and you're walking with this into like high school, damn, this is pretty good. Really.
And over time, they created that brand association. Sprite equals hip-hop equals black culture. Other Coke products had their own segments. There was the beverage for the boring, middle-of-the-road everyman. There was the beverage for the middle-aged soccer mom who needs 3 pills to go to bed every night.
Really?
And there was the zesty international market. Sprite's segment, so far as Coca-Cola was concerned, was their full immersion into black youth culture. And that immersion works both ways. The culture lifts the brand, and the brand claims to lift the culture. They're just monetizing it.
Yeah.
Global Vice President of Sprite, Awana Vlad, said, At Sprite, we're not just about refreshment. We're a brand of culture deeply embedded in the pulse of what moves our consumers. And this is reflected in who we have partnered with. Sure, lady.
Yeah.
By the 2000s, Sprite transcended being just a soda. It became a symbol. Artists name-dropped it in their tracks. Cans appeared in music videos. Athletes sipped it courtside. In 2015, Coca-Cola even printed rap lyrics on Sprite cans as part of the Obey Your Verse campaign.
The what?
God, I hate puns. Part of the reason I even asked the question this video is about in the first place is because, believe it or not, I actually listen to a lot of rap music. And I noticed that Sprite is mentioned by name in like a lot of rap.
Really?
So I looked it up on Genius.com, formerly RapGenius.com. I could find 43 specific references of Sprite by name in rap songs. Hell, like one of my favorite rap songs of all time mentions Sprite by name in the first line.
Bitch, you thirsty, please grab Sprite.
The point of all of this marketing that they did was that you wouldn't buy Sprite necessarily because it tasted good. You would buy it as kind of like a way to signal, like, hey, I'm part of this world, you know? And it worked. I mean, their market saturation is crazy. As mentioned at the beginning of the video, in 2024, Sprite surpassed Pepsi to take third place as the highest-selling soda brand in the United States of America. Coke is still in first place, which is no surprise to me.
Yeah.
Dr. Pepper is in second place, which was a surprise to me, honestly. I would have assumed that Pepsi was in second place, but...
Honestly, I would assume that Fanta is in the second place. Sorry about it. But I love Fanta even more than Sprite, personally. Because I love the grape Fanta. Oh, it's the best ever.
Nope, apparently people like Dr. Pepper. I think it tastes like shit.
You know.
Tell me about it in the comments. I don't care. Anyway, Sprite nudged Pepsi, Coke's main competitor, out of third place. That's huge. This means that Coca-Cola's strategy of tying a formerly bland soda to hip-hop, culture, and identity works with measurable results. Hey, what's up? It's Editor Trout here at 7:30.
To be honest, the fact that Sprite, that is owned by Cola, makes it into the third place of like the most popular beverages, does make sense, to be honest, because Cola are the masters of like advertisement and psyop, so yeah, no wonder that their like child is also super successful.
in the morning. I haven't taken a shower yet. Don't judge my appearance. I know it's going to come up in the comments. People are going to attempt to tie rap music with Sprite because of lean.
What?
That's not the case. Lean came about in the 1960s in the blues community in Houston. They were mixing codeine cough syrup with beer. Didn't taste too great, so when wine coolers became much more popular, they started mixing cough syrup with wine coolers because it's sweeter. And then fast forward down the line, once Sprite became more popular in the black musical community, sweet beverage, cough syrup, they were already mixing them together. Why not use Sprite?
Huh.
So it's not even like a chicken and an egg situation. Sprite was already popular in that group of people, and lean already existed. I'm just gonna...
Goddamn fly.
Got him. I'm just gonna shoehorn this into the video. Anyway, back to what you were watching. It's brand engineering that worked not just in perception, but in real consumer behavior. Obviously, this brand identity has worked for them so well that they're not going to change anything anytime soon. They're kind of doubling down.
That's for
They've
sure.
got brand tie-ins with things like Black House Radio, which is an LA-based music program wherein they push black house musicians.
Oh.
Shocking. And also Sprite Limelight, which is Coca-Cola's global music platform with tie-ins to Spotify. Limelight recruits rising artists and pairs them with producers to create music tied to Sprite's thematic branding. Sprite is no longer just sponsoring rap music, they're literally making it now. They've kind of like reached the apex of their intention when it came to brand integration with hip-hop.
Yeah.
In the modern day, soda consumption is on the decline. People are more health conscious.
Oh, thank God.
Gen Z tends to stick to water or seltzers or just skipping sugary drinks altogether, which I personally, as a 47-year-old Gen Xer, don't understand. Coca-Cola's response was to go for nostalgia. In 2024, they brought back that Obey Your Thirst campaign
Seriously?
that originally came out in 1994. They brought in athletes Anthony Edwards and Sha'Carri Richardson to appeal to newer audiences.
Fucking
And just
cool.
like every other soda brand, they're pushing their zero sugar version, which in the case of Sprite, tastes like shit. Which I mean...
Not really, like... I drink the zero sugar version a lot, and it's pretty good. Like, this is the only Sprite that I drink, honestly. And the regular Sprite from the zero sugar. You know what? I need to taste that again because maybe those taste differently, but definitely not worse. Okay, so I just tried both of them, and honestly, I like the zero more. Yeah, they are both good. That's for sure.
Like the zero sugar alternatives also carry controversy with them. There's artificial sweeteners or the metabolic effects. Blah, 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 blah. It's fucking soda, dude. Everything in moderation, guys. Bing bong, full circle time. Why does Coca-Cola push Sprite so heavily on the black community? Because it worked. Culture can be co-opted, monetized, and scaled. Identity-based marketing yields a stickiness that generic marketing doesn't. Sprite was assigned to black culture through hip-hop, basketball, and community channels, not as an homage, necessarily, but as a funnel, specifically so that Coca-Cola could profit. The more Sprite became culturally resonant, the more it sold, and the more capital they had to reinvest. And that loop led to them making enough money to surpass Pepsi in 2024. Sprite built a marketing architecture based around identity, content control, and consumer behavior. And it worked. Sprite is no longer the passive beverage it was at its inception in the 1960s. It's an active agent in that facet of American culture. It's not a bad thing, per se. It's a thing. And I finally have the answer to the question I've been asking for literally years. I'm not even joking. I was like, why is Sprite marketed almost exclusively to black people? And this is why. Also, when I Googled that question, like I said at the beginning, there were like 2 Reddit threads, and the people who asked that question just got like completely flamed. It's a totally reasonable question to ask.
But this is Reddit we are talking about. This is completely like hyper liberal, just a shithole. You will not find any reason in it unless it's like I can't even come up with something. Reddit is that bad.
It's a completely reasonable question to ask. And remember, the day you stop asking questions is the day you stop learning. As always, I've been King Trout. I'll see you when I see you. Love you. Bye.
Right.
Goodbye, Trout. An awesome video. To be honest, I did not expect that. Moreover, water guy, he says while wearing a coarse shirt. What? Okay, if I drink Sprite, can I say... If I drink Sprite, can I say the word? Oh my god! That's a great question, by the way. Of course, my ninja. Yes, you can. Why do I get the feeling that you already do it? That you think you're being clever in verses when you do? Whatever. You can say it, but you may feel pain soon after. Okay, that was all that. Awesome. Whatever. Goodbye, my knee. Goodbye, my niche. I cannot say that out loud. Sorry, but you got me. You fucking got me. If you like this video and want to see more of it, please subscribe to the channel. It will give me a lot of emotional support, and if you can, please visit my streams every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, maybe even Saturday, depending on my mood. I am trying to hit affiliate on Twitch and I need only 3 average active viewers on stream. Please do me a present for Christmas, please.